Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon next to my name so you know exactly when I'm posting. Right here we have the 4-piece LED rock light kit from AUXBEAM. These lights are controlled via Bluetooth connection to an app on your smartphone. Through the app you can control the brightness, color, and you can even set the lights to automatically change color or strobe. So with these lights and all the other AUXBEAM products that I've seen, the quality of all the connectors are very impressive. This one has the screw-on type connectors with O-ring seals, so no water or moisture will be able to get in there and damage your system. So inside the package you have the rock crawling lights themselves. I went with the kit that has the 4 light pods, but if you want 8 light pods, they also have a kit for that. The light pods are made of metal. I believe they're made of aluminum, and they're very robust and feel as if they could handle pretty much any abuse thrown at them. Also, they have very long wiring for each light pod, so it will be able to reach every corner of your vehicle. The light pods come with 2 kinds of rubber mounts that sandwich between the light pod itself and the body of your vehicle. One mount is flat and the other one has a curved shape that will fit on a tube. The wiring for this kit is extremely easy. It just has 2 wires that need to be connected. It's even more simple if you already have the 8-position accessory controller, which is what I'm using in this video. So the vehicle that we'll be installing this on is my 1987 ex-military slantback Humvee. Before I start wiring, I disconnect the power to the control box by switching the circuit breaker on my system. Now I just find a good spot for the Bluetooth controller and feed the wires through. Now I just plug in the wires to the correct terminals on my fuse panel, tighten up the wire clamps, and that's it. All the wiring is done. Now all my wiring looks nice and neat going into my fuse box controlled by my 8-position accessory controller from AUXBEAM that I installed in a previous video if you want to go check that out. It really cleans up all the wiring inside my battery compartment. Alrighty, so now I'm going to start installing all the light pods. First off, I'm going to find the correct location to mount each of the pods. The 2 front pods I'm going to be mounting on this thick hood support that's on both sides of the hood. There's 2 reasons for this. 1, it's centered across the front tires and front suspension. And 2, I want to use screws to secure down the lights. And since this hood support is so thick, the screws won't be poking out of the top of the hood. Also, since the hood swings open, I left a slight amount of slack where the hood hinges, which will allow me to keep the wiring tight everywhere else and allow the hood to swing open. Fun fact for those who don't know, these Humvees actually have a fiberglass hood on them. So when I was trying to decide what kind of fasteners or what kind of screws to use to actually mount these light pods in the hood, I was searching a lot of the boat forums because I know a lot of boat guys use fiberglass and they do fiberglass work. So what they recommended on there was using some stainless steel self-tapping screws, the sheet metal kind, but before you screw it down you actually do a small pilot hole. So that's exactly what I did, and when you're doing this you don't want to use any power tools because you don't want to crack the fiberglass, so I did it all with hand tools like screwdrivers and stuff like that. Moving on to the back, I actually had some pre-existing holes that all I had to do was drill 1 more hole for each light, and they fit perfectly right above the back tire and back suspension. But actually mounting the light up there was a little bit tricky for me to do by myself because I had to hold the light in place with one hand while reaching around and threading the nut on the end of the bolt with the other hand. But after a few tries, I actually got all the bolts nice and tight. After I got all the light pods mounted, I ran all the wires to the battery box where the Bluetooth controller is located and plugged them all in. I was able to tuck all the wires alongside pre-existing wires in my wiring harness, which made everything nice and neat and out of the way. Now that everything is mounted, all the wiring is connected and neatly tucked away, it's time to test out the lights and enjoy the results. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have some free time, go ahead and check out the AUXBEAM website. They have so many lights on there for every different application. I love just sitting there and looking through all their stuff. It kind of reminds me of when I was a little kid and I'd get a little magazine around Christmas time and I'd circle everything that I thought was cool, everything I liked or wanted. That's how I feel when I'm looking through their website. I just want everything. But it's definitely really cool to look around, and they always have some great deals going on, so check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more episodes. We definitely got a bunch of cool stuff coming up soon. Over and out.